third week on the second eval, and yeah, these following 2 weeks I'll be on vacation for around 5 days, basically during the weekend, a little bit before and a little bit after as well. And yeah, because of that, I'll be combining these 2 weeks. So yeah, this will be a longer recap where I think I'll trade till Wednesday included, and then from the following Wednesday till Friday. So yeah, around 2 weeks, but only 6 days of actually trading. In the rest of the days, I'll probably just watch, just make a recap or for myself at the end of the day, but I will not be trading most likely. If I do end up trading, then I guess we'll see what happens, but probably not. So yeah, let's jump straight into it. Monday was a day where I finally took a good trade for once, which not only was a winner but followed my plan perfectly. So yeah, I was bullish for the day after seeing London session go lower, manipulate Asian lows, and drift into this discount hourly fair value gap. And we were also coming from this hourly fair value gap here, which made the leg up. And yeah, after that, like I said, London session manipulated Asian session lows. Then we shifted structure here, and at New York Open, I honestly expected to see a continuation higher and go and not drop lower. But yeah, the we did end up dropping lower, taking out these draws on liquidity made inside this hourly fair value gap and made an SMT with ES in the process since ES didn't take out these draws. And yeah, after that, we had made a 1 minute imbalance here, 1 minute fair value gap, which got inversed quite cleanly. It did take like 4 candles, but these two were quite clean ones. This was a bit of a retracement, but this one ended up inversing this fair value gap. And after that candle closed, I entered and I got filled here with my take profit at this 1 minute fair value gap near these London highs or these draws on liquidity here. And yeah, as you can see, that worked out pretty well for me. In around 5 minutes, my take profit was hit. Yeah, exactly 5 minutes, my take profit was hit. And yeah, I got out with around $550 to put my account back in the green, or in the green for the first time actually. So yeah, I'm quite proud of this trade, and I can't see anything that I could have done better about it. So yeah, really good trade to start of the week. Yeah, on Tuesday I took another trade, which was this small loss right here, and yeah, I didn't it price didn't hit my initial stop loss as I had trailed it by the time it came here, and I got out at 69.90. So only 4.5 points, and which is about $200, given that I entered with quite a lot of contracts, like nine, I think. So yeah, um, my idea was to see price go once again below Asian lows after previously taking them out. And yeah, NQ hadn't taken them out here with these lows. So I expected NQ to take out these lows and wanted to see ES follow through with that as well. We had made a bearish SMT here with NQ, and after this aggressive 3 minute inversion, I waited a little bit more for a retracement and entered here, like I said, at 6985.5. And yeah, my targets were these New York kill zone lows, which had been made previously, right around 830. So yeah, price went quite a bit into profit. It was, let's see, um 3.75 points away my from hitting my take profit. And at this point I wanted to move my stop loss to break even, but given that my criteria to break even stop is price going around 75% of the way to my target, this hadn't happened yet, and because of that I just lowered it to right at the high of this imbalance candle here on the 1 minute chart. And yeah, um overall my part of my idea was correct, as New York hit these Asian lows, and I guess maybe that could have been the trigger for me to put my stops at break even by the time. So by the time price reversed, I would have gotten out right at break even, like I said. 942, which was here. Yeah, I guess I could have placed my stop loss at break even here, but it was kind of a tough decision. So yeah, at least I did lower it by a few points, so that's good. Overall, my idea overall was solid, but I guess the execution could have been better. Not the execution necessarily, but I could have not entered due to the fact that ES had, like I said, already taken out these Asian lows. But since the two indexes are correlated and I expected NQ to come down and take them, which did happen, I also expected ES to come down and once again and take, if not just at these Asian lows, then even below these London swing lows, I guess. So yeah, not the worst mistake, but not perfect either. Definitely not as good as yesterday's trade, and that's not only because I lost this one, but like I said, the trade management, I guess, or my or the execution of my idea, even though the idea in and of itself was pretty good. So yeah, I think I'm rambling, so I'm just going to end Tuesday here. It was a decent enough day, a small loss of $200, which isn't that bad. But yeah, let's see what happens on Wednesday. So on Wednesday, unfortunately, I took another losing trade with this one right here. On the daily time frame, I was bullish, but before wanting to take any longs, I wanted to see a retracement down inside this 15-minute fair value gap, which also aligned with the discount of this range. And we did have that. And yeah, I was open to taking shorts till this 15-minute fair value gap, and I could have taken shorts after we had inversed this. Wait, let's see, this 3-minute gap here, and I did want to take shorts from a retracement up till around here, but I wasn't fast enough and price moved without me, and because of that I missed around 1.25 risk to reward setup. So yeah, I wasn't necessarily mad about that one, but it was just a bit frustrating since I was just about to set the uh, order when price just rallied until up till here and then dumped back down. So yeah, that was a bit annoying. After that, I seeing that we had entered this 50-minute gap, I was looking for longs, and yeah, I took longs after we had an inversion of this 1 minute gap and retraced down, and I entered here. But although this setup did follow my plan, since we had a retracement inside the discount, quite an aggressive inversion of this fair value gap. Um, it did take quite a while to reach it, though. We inversed it aggressively once we were there, but yeah, it took like around 10 candles, I think, or 9 candles to inverse it. So yeah, this was more of a context kind of thing. And yeah, overall, like I said, not a bad setup, but maybe I shouldn't have taken these trades after inversing it. So after taking so long to come back up to it, even though we inversed it quite strongly. So yeah, a losing trade for Wednesday, but that's just how it goes sometimes. So, recapping the first week of my 2 week recap, only 3 days, like I said, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. It wasn't that bad of a week, though I could have improved on in some aspects. Yeah, I don't have much to say for this week. I'll just get straight into the next one. On Tuesday, the following week, I took this short trade right here, which ended up hitting my take profit. I was leaning bearish for the day after we had taken out these swing lows here made soon after Asian kill zone. And off open, we took out these London highs. I saw that we were respecting both of these 15-minute gaps here, and we inversed this 3-minute fair value gap, and I entered after we had this 1-minute inversion of this imbalance here with my take profit at this 5-minute fair value gap right here, since yeah, I didn't feel comfortable targeting these swing lows here, these hourly swing lows. So I just took my profit here at this 5-minute gap. So yeah, really nice trade, and it was a really short one, less than 10 minutes. I entered at 9:44 and exited at 9:50, so 6 minutes, and my take profit was hit, which is really nice. I ended up risking half the amount I usually risk, and because of that, I only made around $250 for this trade, 230 almost to be exact. And I risked half the amount since this is my first trade back after the short break I had during the weekend and on Thursday and Friday last week, as well as Monday this week. So yeah, a smaller trade to start off this second week, but a good one nonetheless. On Wednesday, unfortunately, I took this failed trade right here. And yeah, I was bearish coming in for the day after seeing London session take out these Asian highs as well as these swing highs here. And yeah, we had shifted structure, and I wanted to see a retracement inside this 15-minute gap and an inversion after that. And we also had inversed this hourly gap right here. So yeah, off open, we came down and respected this hourly fair value gap, as well as taking out these London kill zone lows, at which point I should have been bullish probably. But yeah, um, we also shifted structure on the 3 minute, which was also another sign of me needing to switch to bullish. But in the end, I ended up entering after we had retraced into this 1 minute fair value gap after shifting structure on the 1 minute. Yeah, and um, we were also inside the OT of this range. So again, probably not the best time to sell, as well as the fact that we had no inversion on the 1 minute, 2 minute, 3 minute, or on any time frame for that fact. So yeah, um, like I said, I should have switched bullish after shifting structure, respecting this hourly fair value gap, and taking out these London lows. And I should have entered after had inversed this 1 minute gap, seeing as well as we had retraced into the OTE with my stops here and my take profit either at this high here or here at these swing highs. But yeah, just another trade where I lost, and it was quite an annoying one. So yeah, that's it for Wednesday. So On Thursday, I managed to take this successful trade on ES right here. I was originally bearish actually on NQ, wanting to see price come up and take out these 50-minute swing highs before coming back down and taking out these New York kill zone lows, which did happen later into the day. But before this happened on NQ, price came down on ES and took out these New York kill zone lows, making a bullish SMT. And after that happened on ES, I and seeing that SMT made with NQ, I wanted to see price come up and take out these low resistance highs inside the premium of this range. And so I looked for an inversion. I started looking for an inversion of this 1 minute fair value gap. We also had this smaller 2 minute imbalance here between these this swing low and this high here, and yeah, which technically got inversed by this candle, but it wasn't a strong enough inversion for me to enter, so I waited for the 1 minute to also get inversed, and it also coincided with a stronger inversion of the 2 minute imbalance. So yeah, I entered here after this candle closed, and my take profit, like I said, at these 50-minute swing highs inside the premium of the range. And yeah, quite a little bit of drawdown soon after entry, with price going more than halfway to my stop loss, but eventually it bounced back and hit my take profit. So yeah, pretty clean trade, really good target, good management, good everything. I also moved my stop loss to these swing lows after price closed above um, these swing highs here, and yeah, but fortunately my stop loss wasn't hit, and yeah, like I said, my target was hit soon after. So yeah, nice trade for a nice win, and yeah, I'm quite proud of this trade. On Friday, the last day of the week, I took another successful trade with this one right here. So I was bullish for the day after seeing price come down and take out these previous day lows, and I wanted to see the market tap into a previously unfilled higher time frame imbalance, like a 15-minute or 1 hour, but 15-minute mainly. So yeah, um, I saw that, like I said, price took out these previous day lows. We also had this small stop run off of open, taking out this small swing low, and I entered right as the first 3 minute candle closed, which inversed these stacked imbalances here pretty strongly. And yeah, I entered there with my take profit at this unmitigated 15-minute fair value gap here, which also now I see coincided with the hourly fair value gap, so that's nice. Yeah, and so I entered there, and price just took off as soon as I entered. After we had hit these swing highs here, I moved my stop loss to break even. As you can see, this was the break even point, and yeah, it was close to my take profit. And after price took out these highs, it retraced a bit into this imbalance, then rallied back up and took out and entered the 15-minute imbalance like I wanted. I could have targeted higher, but yeah, I could have targeted maybe these London highs, but I'm not so sure about those. I wasn't so sure about those, and I was um, happy with this 15-minute gap. I was also bullish because we were kind of at the bottom of this range. We have been ranging for some time inside this higher time frame leg, and to be more precise, inside this down leg we made February on the last the last week, and I was wanting to see price go higher since we were at the bottom of the range, like I said. So yeah, that did happen, and my target was hit, which is a nice way to end off the week, and I'm glad I got off with this nice trade. So, the recap of the second week. Overall, this week I took four trades: Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. I managed to also take a trade on Tuesday despite originally thinking that I would only get Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. But yeah, four trades, three wins, and one loss. The one loss didn't quite follow my plan, the one on Wednesday, although it wasn't that bad of a trade. It was just kind of a context thing, as are most of my bad trades. And yeah, the ones on Thursday and Friday, I was really proud with them. I really like how I executed, and as well as the one on Tuesday. But the one on Tuesday was half my half my normal size due to me not paying as much attention, not being right in front of the charts, not being as focused, and coming back from the small break I took. So yeah, overall, uh, on this account, I'm basically at zero, minus around $70, as you can see here, minus 67 to be exact. And yeah, um, not the best balance. I'm not that happy with it, but I'm closing on the first month of this account, and even though I would have liked to have passed it by now and be at the funded stage, or at least be close to it, I'm glad that at least I managed to keep it and not blow it like the first one. So yeah, that's it for these 2 weeks. Not the greatest, not the worst. The first week was kind of and the second one was better. Yes, the second one was quite good. But yeah, let's see what the next one holds.